Good afternoon, everybody. All right, just a run through of a quick job that I had in. Well, not quick, but an interesting job. 2006 Porsche Cayanne. Now, this vehicle got towed into us as a no start, no comms with, engine ECU, no ignition. It had been at another shop, a good customer of ours. They found some bits and pieces, water and some harnesses and stuff like that. Also, we have previously bench tested the PCM for this, which we said was good, sent it back to the shop. Customer ended up getting the car brought into us to go from there. Now, initial issue was water in the front junction unit. So as you can see, toasty, burnt, replaced, still same thing. Now, I'll attach a video in here after this clip of what we found. We found a 10 amp fuse over in the driver's side, passenger side fuse box. It was constantly blowing. Now that fuse over there feeds a plethora of things: engine ECU, mass airflow sensors, airbag module, brake lamp switch, brake light switch, a whole bunch of other stuff as well, instrument cluster, infotainment unit, what else was there, secondary air pump relays, and a few other things. Now, as with any short, we started doing things one by one. Did the cluster, did the engine ECU, unplugged all those things, still had a dead short. Ended up getting to something that was tucked right up the back of the dash, which is this. Now, this is an aftermarket parking aid module. There's your sensors, etc. As soon as we unplugged this, that fixed our blown fuse issue. So the fuse went in. I had comms with the engine ECU, and I just had an immobilised Porsche. So we had the immobiliser message come up on the dash. All communication was back, but the car wouldn't run. Now, as you can see, the car's running now. We do still have an airbag issue, but that'll be a separate thing that we're looking into. Dip beam headlight warning, but we do have a good ignition, steering lock control, and a starting and running car with no engine lights or anything else. Now, next, what I found, immobiliser side, stripped the Cassie out, which is underneath here. It's just sitting up here currently, but tucks right up the back, two big plugs on it. That is where the keys program, what controls all the immobiliser side, bar pin code in the ECU. And interestingly, what we found in the Cassie was absolutely nothing. So this is a dump out of the Cassie unit. As you can see, we have no key stored in here. It's completely wiped. There's no VIN number registered. There is data in here, but it's completely corrupt. How that happened, I don't know. The car does have two aftermarket keys, which I believe may have been done on or around the same time all this started happening. I'm not sure. I've reused the keys that they made for this, but I ended up having to get a good software dump from another Cassie unit, putting it in, adapting the keys, adapting the engine ECU to that, and now she starts, runs, and drives. So this has been an interesting one. The airbag fault the shop is going to deal with, we're assuming at this stage we're probably going to have water back in the SRS unit too. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. It was in for me to get it running, and it is running. Everything's communicating as normal, bar the SRS unit. So just an interesting one. Water in Porsches. Now, this has got a sunroof, and it has had windscreens as well. So where that leak's going to be, or what that leak's going to be, I'm not sure. But it's caused some pretty severe damage. When you see that's burnt out, we've got a dead parking aid module. We most likely have a dead SRS unit as well, and somehow Cassie data got corrupted. So interesting, but she is all sorted right now.